A theater group from Scotland stranded here in the Bay Area is saying thank you with Shakespeare. This week, a school in Danville played host to the Scottish students. And as KTVU's Ken Pritchett reports now, today the Scots thanked their hosts and said goodbye with a special performance.
Saying goodbye is never easy, and for 21 students trying to get home to Scotland, it has been impossible.
Our flight was due to fly out Monday evening, but we found out on Monday morning that it was cancelled, so we had no idea what we were going to do.
Camilla Gordon and her fellow actors were on a tour of California performing A Midsummer Night's Dream, a tour extended by the erupting Icelandic volcano.
We did our last official performance in LA, but we're so grateful to the Athenian School for what they've done for us. We just want to do it one more time to say thank you.
Athenian is a private school in Danville with ties to the visiting student school in Scotland.
And I had far more people volunteer to take these students into their home than I could have possibly accommodated.
Since Monday, Athenian has housed all of the students and 4 faculty members.
They had literally run out of hotel reservation. I think they couldn't stay in their hotel anymore, and I'm not sure they had the money to stay in their hotel. They had budgeted just for their set stay.
An extra 2 weeks in the Bay Area is not the worst of fates, but for the students, the canceled flight was ill-timed.
It was quite a lot of dread, actually.
All of the students are seniors with their college entrance exams just weeks away.
We either get in or don't get in based on those exams, so they're...
Big deal.
Yeah, very big deal, very big deal.
For Athenian, the big deal was a chance to help fellow students, who in turn were able to say thanks before goodbye.
Just keeping all our fingers crossed that we'll make it home in time for the exams and in time to study.
The students are leaving for Los Angeles tomorrow, where they have a flight booked for Scotland, but not for another week. They're hoping to depart sooner if the volcano cooperates. In Danville, Ken Pritchett, KTVU Channel 2 News.
Scott Budman got to know some of them today, and Scott, they seem like they're making the best of it.
They really are, Jessica, even if they are missing home. We found a group of acting students from Scotland who haven't been home in more than a week and still can't fly back yet. But the show must go on, so they're hitting the stage.
Ready?
Making the most of a mid-spring day, these Scottish actors are performing A Midsummer Night's Dream to say thank you.
Yeah, it's just to say thank you for the Athenian having us.
Thank you because they're stuck here instead of back home in Scotland.
We found ourselves sort of a bit stranded in San Francisco.
Stranded because of the Icelandic volcano. Saved by families from the Athenian School in Danville, like Dick Bradford, who, by coincidence, has a daughter also unable to return home from India.
They got a hold of us, and one thing led to another, and we gathered the forces, and parents and students and faculty all welcomed them here.
I really miss home because it's been 10 days.
And it has been tough with their college entrance exams starting back in Scotland, but they've adjusted.
And we formed individual study groups according to who's in each subject. So we're kind of teaching ourselves and sharing.
I'm loving it, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's brilliant because we're actually getting loads of work done because we're in a kind of focused classroom environment. So probably, maybe even more than we would do if we were back at school.
While staying in touch with the folks back home.
We're really lucky because of the internet. That's been amazing. We've just been emailing, and obviously the time difference has made it quite difficult to call because they're 8 hours ahead of us.
But for now, the play's the thing.
Happy V Theseus, our renowned Jew. Thanks, Goodygis. What's the news with thee?
On a stage a lot warmer than what they're used to.
The weather is so nice. The weather is so good.
Little Bay Area hospitality. The students still probably have another week before they can fly home. They plan to spend a bit more time here in the Bay Area before heading to Southern California, where they hope to catch a flight to Scotland. Jessica?
Well, I hope they have a good voyage back. Good for them.
And East Bay High School has come to the rescue of 21 British students who are stranded because of a volcano in Iceland. The teens and their chaperones were scheduled on one of the 100,000 flights canceled because of volcanic ash in the atmosphere. Many passengers didn't have any place to go, but this group got a lucky break.
These British drama students attend the Gordonston School in northern Scotland. They've been touring California, performing a modern version of A Midsummer Night's Dream. They were supposed to be here for 2 weeks, but just when they were about to leave, the volcano hit. and the students' flight was canceled.
It's very tough to begin with, especially not knowing, where we were going to stay, how long we were going to be here.
The Scottish school is part of an international network of schools called Round Square. And lucky for them, there is a network member in Danville, the Athenian School.
It's all part of trying to create global citizens.
Faculty members and parents offered to let the stranded students stay with them for free.
We've felt really welcome here. We've been integrated in lots of the classrooms in the library, and we've met quite a few students here. We go to lunch and breakfast and tea here.
That's really cool. They've been really nice to me. They just feed me all the time.
Dick Bradford is head of the Athenian High School. He has 3 students staying with him. And in a strange twist of fate, his own daughter, a high school senior, happens to be on an exchange program herself.
So she's been in northern India for the past 2 months and has been stranded there since last Saturday. So I know exactly what these kids are going through and what their parents are probably going through as well.
The British students were also panicked about missing class. In just a few weeks, they're supposed to take the A-level exams critical to their future.
These exams pretty much make or break whether you get into university.
The Athenian School has loaned computers and set up internet links to help the students stay in touch with their teachers and prepare for the test. Today, the British teens put on a performance to thank the school.
And the British students are scheduled to return home finally on April 30th. A lot of them told us today, though, they can't wait to come back.
Meantime, a group of stranded student actors thanked a local private high school for its hospitality today. Boarding students from Gordonston School in northern Scotland performed a modern rendition of Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream at Danville's Athenian School. Both schools belong to the same international network of schools. The students have been studying for a make-or-break standardized test.
We're meant to be studying for our A-levels, which are in a few weeks, so it's pretty big disruption for those. But we're working really hard. We've been put in a computer lab, and we're given the opportunity to study, and we're in close contact with our staff from home, so they're looking after us as well.
Many Athenian staff members and students have let the Scottish students stay in their homes. The Gordonston students will fly back to the United Kingdom on April 30th, 2 weeks after they were supposed to leave California. Quite a